Here's what's happening now. Problem-free finish on this Tuesday. Can't say the same about the next couple days. We'll look at our storm chances coming up. Paula?
Hey, Ben, so I want you to picture this. You're riding on the queue line, right? And it's new to you, and you don't know where your next stop is, but hark, what's that voice you hear? I'll introduce you to the new voice of the queue line. Karen?
All right, we're looking forward to that. Thank you, Paula. Also ahead, living with food allergies. We kick off a series of special reports focusing on new research and how families cope. Up first, a deadly ending to the Facebook murder manhunt.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, the murder suspect who had millions of people on edge is now dead. Steve Stevens, accused of killing a random victim and posting that video on Facebook, killed himself as police chased him. Devin Skillian is live in the newsroom with details on how this all went down. Devin?
Yeah, Karen, in the space of just 2 days, Steve Stevens went from a man with financial problems and a troubled personal relationship to being the target of a nationwide manhunt. His transition from being anonymous to notorious began when police say Stevens shot and killed an innocent man at random. It was Easter Sunday. An upset Steve Stevens posted video on Facebook from his car. He said he planned to kill someone, and video showed Stevens getting out of his car and approaching 74-year-old Robert Godwin, aiming a gun at Godwin and then killing him. The manhunt for Stevens ended before noon today when police in Erie, Pennsylvania spotted his car. They gave chase, but before they could confront him, they say Stevens killed himself. Police still weighing the questions that this raises about the negative potential of spreading messages on social media.
This is something that should not have been shared around the world, period. And, you know, our kids, although they should not have seen this, I'm sure a lot have, you know, they need to take this as a lesson. We can't do this in this country. We just can't do it.
Now, many members of the family of the murder victim, Robert Godwin, have spoken of forgiveness in this case, but one of his daughters said today she would have preferred that Steve Stevens would have survived so that he could face punishment for the murder of her father. By the way, Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, extended condolences to the family of Godwin and said Facebook will do all it can to prevent such tragedies. Karen, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Devin. Also, first at 4, we have updates on the violent Greektown brawl, also recorded on video over the weekend. Detroit police confirm they have arrested 2 of the most violent suspects from that huge street fight. The fight was captured on cell phone video showing a man laying motionless on the curb at St. Antoine and Monroe as the brawl continued all around him. No one called police. Police say the suspects in custody are the ones shown kicking that man and taking something from his pocket while he was on the ground. They're still looking for 6 more people. The attorney for Michigan State Senator Bert Johnson says his client is innocent and someone else is lying. Johnson left federal court today after pleading not guilty to conspiracy and theft charges. Prosecutors believe Johnson borrowed $10,000 from a woman caught up in the DPS kickback scandal and hired her as a ghost employee to pay her back. His attorney says they can prove the woman actually worked for Johnson, and she made up the story to lower her own sentence. Flint Mayor Karen Weaver announced her recommendation for the future source of Flint's water. At a news conference today, Weaver said the city should stick with the Great Lakes Water Authority as its primary water source. The decision is a reversal from last year after she stated the city would go with a plan to draw from a pipeline to Lake Huron. She says federal funding made a huge difference, and she feels it is the right decision. In the first forecast today, we could really get used to this beautiful spring weather, but we could be seeing some April showers as soon as tomorrow. Let's check in with Ben.
Yeah, that's true, Karen. We're beating the odds today. Temperatures in the mid-60s right now. Just gorgeous out there with a mix of sun and clouds. We've got 62 on the east side. Those winds not having a huge effect near the water. It's only 58 in Monroe, 58 up in Sandusky. Most of us in the 60s, but you can see the warmth that's building out to the west. We will see warmer temperatures tomorrow, but not a bad evening. If you're going to be out on the patio for dinner, temperatures falling into the upper 50s here by 8 o'clock. It will be down to mid-50s after the sun goes down. Clouds increase tonight. We'll talk about the storm threat over the next couple days coming up in a few minutes. Karen?
All right. Thank you, Ben. President Trump has just signed an executive order supporting domestic goods and workers. The president signed the Buy American and Hire American order during a visit to Kenosha, Wisconsin. The Buy American portion of the executive order calls for stricter enforcement of laws requiring the federal government to buy American-made products. The Hire American part of the order aims to crack down on what the administration calls abuses of government guest worker programs. The president also spoke out about vocational schools.
We don't have schools like that so much anymore, but we're bringing them back. Vocational schools. These are very talented people that love that type of work, and it's great work.
The president said that these schools will play a big part in his administration. Well, take a look. Here is a familiar face to Local 4 viewers, the legendary Carmen Harlan. 5 months after leaving the anchor desk, many of you might be hearing her voice once again every day as she's about to become part of the city landscape. Our Paula Tutman joins us now live this afternoon to explain. So where are you exactly, Paula?
Well, I am in one of the new streetcars of the Q line. It definitely has that new streetcar smell. It's absolutely beautiful. It does debut to the public May 12th, and you can see lots of stuff going on. People testing the line down Woodward, doing wires, and of course today we found out who the celebrity voice is for the Q line. Tweaks are in motion for the Q line. The long, sleek trains are being tested, and behind the scenes, those things you don't really get to see happen.
Welcome to the Q line, now arriving at Montcalm Street.
Until right now, like at the recording studio, and the voice you'll hear when you ride down Woodward. For that, we take you to an historic place, United Sound System, a place where royalty has been crafted and produced. George Clinton from Parliament Funkadelics, The Bed of Strings for Prince, the Queen of Soul. How are you? And then...
Oh, they told me you were coming. What are you doing? Hello, I'm doing a story on you. Hi. Oh my gosh.
The Queen of Broadcast, our own Carmen Harlan, chosen to be the voice of the Q line.
Now arriving at Sprout Street. Please yield seats to senior citizens and guests with disabilities.
Exactly.
Isn't that nice?
I love it.
I mean, that's just like common sense.
The team at United Sound System and the M1 Rail walk Carmen through her stops.
Oh, you want me to say now arriving at?
Correct.
Now arriving at.
Correct.
Oh, wow.
So it would be, so each of these lines are a file, and then what we do is we merge the files together to make the synthesis. So her voice is going to be used on the streetcar for the guest when they're riding on the streetcar in order for them to know what is going to be taking place along the line.
She's a pro.
Adelaide Street.
So there are very few do-overs.
Doors will open to the left. Home of the Detroit Public Library, Martin Luther King Boulevard.
And in the place where Marvin Gaye once crooned,
Home of the Detroit.
Carmen too belts out soulful,
Grand Boulevard.
smooth,
Canfield Street.
gentle,
The Fisher Theater.
Carmen-esque,
Home of the Fox.
instruction.
Please remember to take all personal belongings. Thank you for riding. Hallelujah. That means I'm done, finished. That's a wrap. Good, huh?
All right, seriously, come on, Karen. Seriously, how cool is this? Right? There are lots and lots of historic voices in Detroit, and Carmen certainly takes her place. How incredible is it going to be to ride the Q line and you'll actually hear Carmen say, "This is your stop"? I always wondered how they did that and how they chose the voices, and now we know.
It's a great behind the scenes look, and I have to tell you, Paula, her voice, it's so comforting and calming. So if you're hectic and you're running late, you hear her voice, you're like, okay, things are going to be good.
Absolutely, this is your stop. Please remember to take all of your belongings.
Very good advice. Thank you, Paula. We appreciate it. Great story. Still ahead, first at 4, a pet problem that can get pretty expensive. Your best friend's doing damage to something you use every day. Also ahead, the Prince and the pop star. Two of the world's most famous people are teaming up for a good cause. Up first is a health challenge that makes planning a family vacation a lot more difficult. The problem millions of families face and how to work around it.
Coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
A dramatic rescue after a pregnant woman jumps into the Detroit River.
She was very scared, as any of us would have been, being in that water as long as she was.
Hear from the first responders who jumped into action to save her.
All right, thank you, Coco. Did you know up to 15 million Americans and their families know living with food allergies can be very challenging? First at 4, we kick off a very special event with a look at how even planning a family vacation can become more complicated. From contacting airlines to restaurants, there is a lot of preparation to make sure the trip is both fun and safe.
I'm looking for the funny one.
The Zimney family is sharing pictures from their Disney World vacation with their travel agent.
Oh, that one.
8-year-old Alexis is allergic to peanuts, tree nuts, and sesame seeds. Mom Darlene is allergic to finfish. Their food allergies are a big factor on how they vacation.
Just a lot of planning. Where are we going to stay? Does it have a kitchen or somewhere we could cook?
We think and worry about everything, to be honest. Exposure, cross-contamination.
Nina Fabinski says she gets it. She and her children have food allergies. She plans vacations for anyone but specializes in families with food allergies.
I think it really helps to talk to someone who's been there, who's done that, who knows what it's like to be scared to death that your child or you yourself is going to get exposed.
She knew our allergens. She kind of talked me through, you know, this place is really good. This place you don't want to even think about going. Here are some of the quick service places, or here are some of the snack places that you might have good luck at. So she helped point us in the right direction with finding out which restaurants we wanted to go to.
Nina makes chef cards for her clients to share with waitstaff and chefs. She says people with food allergies often need their hotel rooms deep cleaned before they arrive and must check an airline's allergy policy before booking a flight.
First, you need to really figure out where you're going. You have to call ahead and you have to make sure they're going to be safe for you.
But it's also about letting kids with food allergies just be kids. Nina recalls how her children felt getting dessert on a recent Disney cruise.
To have an actual cupcake at a restaurant that someone made for you is just amazing. There are like no words. Other families would be like, oh, we have cupcakes all the time. But for us it's different because usually baked goods are the one thing you can't eat at any restaurant.
Food Allergy Research and Education, or FAIR, has a resource guide to help with travel. We put a link on our website, clickondetroit.com. Tonight at 5, Dr. McGeorge has new research that could make life easier for people with food allergies. Then at 6, Help Me Hang takes a closer look at the changes restaurants are making to better handle food allergies. Spring often brings severe weather to the Midwest, so the annual statewide tornado warning test will take place tomorrow. You could hear sirens going off tomorrow at 1 p.m., so do not worry. It is just a test, and you can review tornado safety information at clickondetroit.com. You can find that under the Weather Safety tab, but definitely a good time to go through a practice drill with your family.
Yeah, and the other thing tomorrow, too, is be sort of cognizant of how loud that siren is outside when you're inside. Those were never meant to alert people who are indoors.
Okay.
So make sure you can or can't hear it, and then keep that in mind.
That's good advice.
When severe weather actually strikes.
Pretty day, though, today. No severe weather here.
Severe clear here.
Yeah.
We do have chances, though, of getting some strong storms in the next couple days. Wednesday and Thursday, we're in what we call the marginal risk. This is the lowest risk for severe weather, and it's barely clipping our south zone. This is mainly for Lenawee and Monroe County, but I think most of the thunderstorms that are going to be on the strong side are going to be over here in southwest Michigan, and that's mostly going to be late Wednesday night into Thursday. I think the better chance of seeing some strong storms are going to be on the east side on Thursday, and this is likely going to be in the afternoon hours, but we're far from it out there tonight. Temperatures right now at 65 degrees. We've got an east wind at 7, but just about everybody's made it into the 60s this afternoon. Those wind directions just a little bit more southeast, so that's kept the real cool stuff off the water from impacting most of the area. However, once we get into tonight, the clouds are going to be on their way in. Not going to give us anything as far as precipitation goes, but it will keep those morning lows a little bit milder. As we get into tomorrow, you'll notice there's going to be a couple chances where we could see a shower around, but most of the day is going to be dry. First shot's going to be here mid-morning, and then as that cold front gets closer to us in the afternoon, could scare up a shower, maybe a rumble of thunder here as we get into the afternoon hours, but it looks like most of that activity will stay south of us across northern parts of Ohio as we get into the late afternoon, early evening. And as we mentioned, Thursday, a little bit better chance getting a thunderstorm in here on that day. 54 tonight as the clouds start increasing. We'll keep the winds on the light side out of the southeast, 5 to 10. High temperatures are going to be much warmer tomorrow. In fact, there are going to be a lot of 70s out there. Metro zone is going to be one of them. 72 in the city, 73 out in Romulus. South zone is going to be the warmest, and some of those numbers will make it into the mid-70s. 76 down here in Lambertville, Blissfield. Tecumseh, you're going to be at 73 tomorrow. We'll call it room temperature in our west zone, upper 60s to low 70s, and not a whole lot different north of M59. Our coolest numbers are going to be in the mid-60s in Sanilac County. Temperatures still hitting 70 in a couple locations down here closer to M59. 70s again as we get into Thursday, but a marked cool down as we go into the upcoming weekend. Temperatures sliding a little bit below average here for Friday and Saturday, but it does look like the weekend's going to be dry, a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures getting a little bit on the chilly side there to start Saturday, but we do start ramping back to the 60s early next week. So we'll be watching for those chances of showers and storms Wednesday and especially late Thursday. Karen?
All right, the city of Detroit has been awarded 7 future NCAA championship events. Between 2020 and 2022, the city of Detroit will host NCAA championships in 6 different sports. In 2020, Detroit will host the fencing and bowling championships, along with the Frozen Four at Little Caesars Arena. Then, 2021, Detroit will host the first 2 rounds of March Madness and the Division II Women's Golf Championships. Then, in 2022, the Men's College Wrestling and Division II Golf Championships will be coming to Detroit as well. Lots to be proud of there. Snapchat is going bigger and better. We will show you what all the kids will be doing as if they need another reason to be on their phones. Also, a very personal conversation between Prince William and Lady Gaga. Why they're sharing that conversation with you. Trending stories are next.
A car hit by...
All right, let's talk today's trending stories on this Tuesday afternoon. Britain's Prince William is working with pop star Lady Gaga. They're promoting mental health awareness. They had a video chat where Lady Gaga was discussing her own struggles.
In my life, I go, oh my goodness, look at all these beautiful, wonderful things that I have, and I should be so happy. But you can't help it if in the morning when you wake up, you are so tired, you are so sad, you are so full of anxiety and the shakes that you can barely think. But it was like saying, this is a part of me, and that's okay.
Very brave to have that kind of conversation. Lady Gaga has struggled with PTSD after being raped when she was just 19 years old. Yesterday, William's brother, Prince Harry, admitted he needed counseling to help with grief over his mother's death. You can look for the Heads Together campaign online. Also, another story trending today. Many of you have been having fun with those Snapchat filters. Well, now the app is launching an upgrade. The filters are now 3-dimensional, so you can add 3D sparkling rainbows or perhaps fields of flowers to photos and video you shoot on your phone. Snapchat first introduced filters, which it calls lenses, about 18 months ago.
We just figured out how to do puppy ears.
We just did the puppy and the bunny ears. Now we have to figure this out, Ben. Can't be too hard, right?
Well, we'll find out.
We'll see. Still ahead, a warning for animal lovers about one of the dangers of owning a pet, and it can get pretty expensive. We'll be talking about that when we get right back.
Your cell phone number could be the new key to help thieves steal your identity.
People don't normally think that their phone number or their phone account can be hacked. They think about ID theft from the perspective of what data they have on their phone, but they don't necessarily realize that their account can be stolen.
Now Help Me Hank investigates, revealing how this new scam really works and how it's affecting victims. The cell phone secret the bad guys don't want you to know about. Our special report to protect yourself tonight at 11.
Finally, first at 4, America is definitely a nation of pet lovers. We know that, but our four-legged friends can be kind of dangerous to our electronic devices.
A new survey from an insurance company found 59% of pet owners say their animals have broken their smartphones. Nearly 30% say they've also damaged their laptops and tablets.
They do the damage apparently by chewing and knocking the devices off the counter or spilling liquids. The annual price tag, nothing to laugh about. It's about $14 billion in repairs. See, now you think it's the owners and they're blaming the pets.
I think it's convenient, yeah,
It's like it wasn't me. Yeah. And then you think if you tell the people what was fluffy, maybe they'll let you off, right?
Right. Maybe they'll do it for free.
You never know. Well, in spite of all that, we know you love your pet. So Local 4 is launching All for Pets, our commitment to cover stories about pet rescues, pet health, and pet trends. We're also creating an online community where you can find all the information in one place. So go to the All for Pets section at clickondetroit.com. Meantime, thank you for joining us for First at 4. We are back in a half hour with Local 4 News at 5. Inside Edition's next.